Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? If you are watching this video right now, you're struggling with abandonment issues, abandonment wounding, and you want to find ways to heal it. So welcome to my channel. Keep watching this video. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, what is poppin'? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy. I'm a flow state consultant. I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm talking about the issue of abandonment, okay? A very big issue. I feel that a lot of us have gone through abandonment, whether it was active or passive, or we didn't even recognize it certain times, right? Because we don't have to be actually physically abandoned to feel abandonment, right? It could be a perception that we were abandoned, right? So it's in the eye of the beholder in a sense where, you know, if you felt that, even if your emotions were that I am being abandoned, you probably felt some form of an abandonment wound, right? So your perception usually comes from childhood. Not saying that it has to, but it usually does. For the fact that you felt neglected, you felt like there was this fear of loss, and that something was being taken away from you. Usually at that time, you might have needed a hug, but nobody gave you a hug. You might have needed a shoulder to cry on, no one gave you a shoulder to cry on. So you have to understand, right, like how you're acting out these things in your adult life, okay? Because you might take two strategies for this. One is to avoid relationships or just being with other people completely. Just be like, nah, that's not for me. Or the other route is try to control the relationship, or have this passive control where you like being controlled in a relationship, okay? So really start to understand it goes into avoidance or control. Now, you want to start to understand, like, what can I actually do when this shows up? Well, first of all, you have to be aware of it, right? You have to be like, okay, my abandonment wound is playing out in my adult life right now. If this person leaves me, what will happen to me? Oh, I'll never find someone again. Okay, why is that? Oh, because I'm not good enough. Oh, why is that? Oh, because I can't do what I want to do. Oh, why is that? Because other people control me. Oh, why is that? And what does that mean about you? It means that I'm a weak person. Okay, why is that? Why are you a weak person? I'm a weak person because I can't stand up for myself. Okay, why can't you stand up for yourself? Because I feel that whenever I do, I get shut down. Okay, why do you keep getting shut down? Well, because that's the dynamic that keeps playing out. Okay, now at least we're starting to explore this topic more in depth, and it's something much more specific than when you started, where it's just like, I just feel sad and I'm not sure why. Okay, so you need some self-inquiry and help with an actual mentor, a facilitator, a consultant, a counselor, to go through this process where you actually get to the roots of what is causing these feelings and how can I process certain emotions. No two people process emotions in the same way, right? For somebody, they need a giant teddy bear that they need to hug. For somebody else, they just might need a bubble bath. For somebody else, they might just need a deep tissue massage. For somebody else, they'll just watch anime in the dark at 4 a.m. Self-care and processing emotions does not look the same for two people, okay? There's an emotional memory, connected to this. So you want to practice this example of, having something disappear from your mind and noticing what you feel in your body when that happens. Great example is like you're at a shop window and you do this with an object. So it's a very valuable object that you want. Let's say it's a cool watch. You see it, you want to possess it, you want the watch, but then it disappears in front of your eyes. What do you feel in your body? Do it with an object first, not a person, because that might trigger you. However, just try it with an object first. And then notice, okay, I feel my heart beating. I feel a bit of a hollowness inside. I have just deflated like a balloon. I don't have any energy. Okay, now imagine it reappears. I notice I'm breathing deeper, okay? Very interesting. Now it disappears again. Now it reappears again. So what's happening is you're contracting and expanding the actual image of what's being lost or being abandoned. You are being abandoned. You are like the cause point of abandonment, right? Someone abandoned you. However, you can also lose things in life, right? You can lose your health, you can lose your loved ones, you can lose your keys, you can lose your wallet. we're not trying to find the reasons why we were abandoned, because that is going to make us feel worse about that, because the narrative is never really the narrative. And if we don't have a closure point, if we can't actually contact those people, or let's say that you're younger and you had a brother that just ran away from home, right? You're going to file like legal cases, you know, you're going to try to find them, you're going to try to be like, why did you leave us? Like, you know, it made me suffer. And we're going to perpetuate the storyline where we don't really know. We can't suddenly go inside of your brother's head and understand like what was actually really happening. I know it's a mystery and you want to find out the family secret, but it's never really, you know, going to close that loop. So what you want to be doing is instead focusing on the feeling of safety that you needed at that time when he left. You want to be noticing what would you have done and what would you have told yourself to reassure yourself, to reparent yourself during that young age where this incident happened. And that's often a nice frame of mind to have. It's like really healing the inner child, you know, because a lot of abandonment issues come from that willingness to go back to that state of consciousness, and we can actually use our imagination to change our past memories around. And that actually does something to us physiologically too. You'll notice you might feel lighter, or you feel like you just let go of something. You process that emotion in a different way. You've released something, okay? So this video gives you a starting point of what to explore. Obviously, it's better to work with somebody on a one-on-one to actually explore these issues in deeper depth, but I think that with these few tips, you can start off that journey yourself to really explore what I need to heal, okay? Having said that, I hope you have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's get it today. Boom.